berth in Saturday's semifinals at stake. Also underway at this hour, Switzerland and Austria inheriting Denmark. Plays it back in. The Finns have played close games. 6 of their 7 games decided by 1 goal, 2 in overtime. David Teravainen knocks that back. Long point shot by Muffin Pala was turned away by Swayman. And pivoting back for the U.S. is Isaac Howard. That was knocked away. Loose puck at the side. He goes centered. Over a quick shot turned away by Swayman. Now from a sharp angle, Teravainen turned away. And Logan Cooley back with it for Team USA. That pass broken up at center ice by Tolvanen, who plays it back down to the American zone.
This game really may come down to maturity. Finland is so poised, so disciplined. Can the Americans stay with that program, not turn pucks over?
Tage Thompson comes busting and feeds it back across. Bouncing puck at the side of the goal, got away from Saros. The United States has 10 players who have won gold at the World Junior Championship. 6 of them have won one in the last 2 years. Now drop back there, it's a shot. Swayman got a piece of that.
With 30%.
Tage Thompson leads the way with 3.
Not surprising.
Right back across. Peyton Keller drops it back to Garland with a shot, and Saros makes the stop on Connor Garland. Here is Werenski. Zach Werenski winding in, chips it back across to Cooley. Cooley in the high slot, feeds it back, Garland scores! Connor Garland fires it home, and a power play goal gives the United States a 1-0 lead.
Continues to produce for the U.S. right off the rush. And it's Zach Werenski says, you know what? I'm going to forego the bump pass. We'll take a 3-on-2. When he drives the middle, it's textbook. You push the defensive back. You go lateral. And it's Logan Cooley through the seam. Nice little sauce. Lands perfectly. And then you need a good shot to beat a really good
by Puistola. Feeds that back to Sarajärvi. On a sharp angle shot, not good by Swayman. As Lehtinen got that away. You mentioned the U.S. won World Championship gold. That was in 1933. Teravainen sends it towards the goal. It's gloved by Swayman. Puistola brings it back in for the Finns. And a penalty coming out to Team USA for a hook. Parsonen drops it back, and that shot by Riisanen. As Lacombe got a leg on that. And away comes Doan. Moves it and shoots. That's gloved by Saros, but with Lacombe standing right there, he's got to hang on in the face. Puistola to Teravainen. Works that back to Lehtinen. Cross to Tolvanen. Lehtinen swings that back for Teravainen. A shot. Bouncing back and back. Tolvanen shoots, scores! Eeli Tolvanen power play goal ties the game at 1.
Tolvanen's 7th of the tournament. And it's an innocent-looking wrister from Teravainen, almost a shot for a rebound. Banks off someone, kicks all the way over Tolvanen. You see Jeremy Swayman looking for the puck. He doesn't know where it is. It's by him before he even finds it because it hits Lammikko in the hip. Swayman didn't get to feel it, didn't get to know where the rebound was.
Good hit. That was Michael Campbell, the Canadian official. That pass picked off from Werenski by Teravainen. Moving in, Teravainen, a shot. Glove saved by Swayman. He'll hang on to that. Hasn't happened in the last 6 years. O'Connor busts in across the line. O'Connor walks in and shoots. And just missed there. Now chip back in front. That just missed.
O'Connor getting in the mix of a couple of different things. He's got great speed. There's the overskate that starts the whole rush. The William jumping, Tage Thompson. And basically Leppinen and Mantipalo are saying, we're not going to let the guys in the wing shoot. We're going to trust Saros with this. And
away we go at period 2 in the U.S. on the man advantage, but the faceoff was won by Bjornanen. No surprise there. And he's forced back. Lehtinen finding outlets for Tolvanen. That's picked off. In comes Beniers. Matty Beniers. Backhand shot stopped by Saros as the U.S. slides that back. Matthews shoots. It got through. Swayman kicked that out. And Nazar fell from a sharp angle. Pudia scores! And right away, Swayman's arguing. Right.
So they were going to let it play itself out. If the Americans had gone the other way, there's no harm, no foul. The ability to challenge it. Now, if you're asking me if Swayman could have got faster and got back and ready, the answer is yes. But, I mean, he pushes into Swayman. It's an obvious interference call.
After coach's challenge, the Condensed is on the turn. We have no goal.
Didn't even need to phone a friend.
Bjornen wins that face-off back to Sarajärvi with a shot. It got through. Swayman makes the stop. Teravainen takes the pass from Lehtinen. Go Lehtinen. Swings that back for Teravainen. Looks back in front. Puistila shoots, scores! He got it that time. And another power play goal gives the Finns a 2-1 lead. They had 1 on 18 tries coming into the game. They're 2 for 4 today.
Coach knew. He said we're getting power play goals, and he did. He's got 2 with Tolvanen. Watch Garland dart out to Tolvanen and then slide backdoor. So Garland is shadowing Tolvanen. So the onus is on Puistila to find open space. And he does by backing up for Toivo Teravainen. 2 in the game. The tournament he's having.
Nazar gets spilled there by Seppala.
No stick for Bjornen in.
And now Werenski moves in, shoots, and that's knocked away by Saros.
Played in the middle in college.
Ikonen goes that towards the goal. Save made by Swayman. Another chance in front for Pesinen, turned away by Swayman.
So a newer rule. This is a tough rebound for Swayman to give up. Nothing shot. He spits it right out in front. Pesinen gets body position on Peak and gets a couple cracks at it. One sweep and another. Swayman cleans up his own mess.
Snaps that pass ahead to Beniers at center ice. And move back across. Steve Boyum. Back around for Thompson. Tage Thompson shoots, missed just wide. Thompson bangs it back around to Boyum. As the extra skater comes on, it's Keller. Boyum feeds it back across. Beniers, a shot. Bad save. Rebound, score, and it's Boyum who pokes it by Saros, and with a penalty coming, the United States has tied the game at 2.
And Saros is asking for a crease look, but Boyum shows the kind of skill that he has that makes him special. Get the 6-on-5. There's the bump. Drew O'Connor trying to establish position. Bumps into Saros, and then Boyum, who has free reign to go wherever he wants. The rebound. It's a little bump in the left shoulder.
Tage Thompson has time. Feeds it back to Werenski. Across he goes to Keller walking in. Keller to the goal line. Cooley tries his luck. Saros down. The puck trickles wide. Saros has lost his goal stick now. You hear the Americans yelling, no stick. There's Garland working back in front. Scores! Flips it over Saros' shoulder. And the goaltender without a stick gets beaten. And the United States with a power play goal is taken.
Power play goal in the game. You heard the call of no stick here. As Cooley attacked the net, no stick for Saros. So Connor Garland doesn't fear a poke check. Walk right out front. And I think this one goes in off of, what, Seppala's stick? Mantapalo, someone chops back here. Oh, both of them. Both Swedish defenders' stick is to get penalties called against them. They're masters of the hook and the hold and the chop and the grab.
Smith drops it back to Pinto with a shot. And Saros makes the stop on that, able to hang on.
Today's game, obviously, was under 70% heading into the game. So it's rare that Finland does well in a tournament when their power play and penalty kill are not strong.
Right. Sarajärvi tees it up and shoots. That was blocked. Sarajärvi feeds it across again. Teravainen a drive, and Swayman able to make the stop on that. We go 5-on-5 to start the third period. Clayton Keller off the face-off shoots, and Saros knocks that away. Putia for Puistila. Rink wide, he goes for Parson and shoots, and that's off the arm of Swayman. Here comes Keller. Works it back down to Garland. Banks that back to Boyum. That long shot bounces back in front. Riisanen turned that away. Feeds that back from Matanpalo. And Kesselring brings it back out. Swings it across to Gauthier. Gauthier drops at the high slot. Smith plays it across. The pick shot score. Shane Pinto snaps it by UC Saros. And Pinto gets his first of this World Championship.
The U.S. activating from their own end. With a common theme, rush play, 3-on-3, 3-on-4. Just really nice passing And Will Smith gets it over to Pinto. That's after Kesselring joined early. So it ends up with the two forwards up high to make nice passing play. And that is the exact same shot Connor Garland scored on. Exact same. And he scored the first goal over the blocker, over the pass.
There's Teravainen back with it. Now a lead pass. Picks back up, and Sepala with a chance there. That's turned away by Swayman. Yeah. Now Connor Garland back on it. Bumps that back to Cooley and across to Shea. Feeds it across to Keller. Keller centers it, kicked out by Saro. Vlasic stepped in. Emisariavi plays it back in deep for Merrill up at Kesselring. Rode him off the puck, and now Nazar pokes it ahead. Thompson busts in. In comes Tage Thompson. Works it and shoots, and Saros makes the stop. Juggled puck.
On the power play, and they're shooting. Beating Saros, who looked at times unbeatable in this tournament.
Off the draw, there's a quick shot by Gauthier. Loose back in front for Smith. He's digging for it, and Saros has it back. Teravainen feeds it down to Merrilla. Inside 3 to go now. Tolvanen back for Lehtinen. Teravainen walks in, drops it back. Lehtinen all kinds of time, feeds it across. And Lehtinen can get a shot away. And a long distance. Keller's shot finds the empty net, and the United States has a 3-goal lead.
Never got spread out, never got chasing. Everyone in the shooting lanes, active sticks, turn it over, and then center cut. How you doing? No mistake whatsoever by Clayton Keller. He wasn't going to skate this out. He was just going to.
And the United States is on to the semifinals at the World Hockey Championship on Saturday after a 5-2 win over Finland.